Okay. Okay, that seems fine. My audio seems okay. The game is loud. Turn it down. There. Think this is a good balance. Finishing. Trespasser. I think I said I was gonna bring who into this next section? I know. Wait. Should I bring Iron Bull again? I think this is when we actually encounter what's in my face. And that seems important for Iron Bull to be around for that. I also wanted to drag Blackwall around.
I suppose.
And I wanted to take Varric out. Let's check the journal. Movie on, Neri bookshelf.
Is this now?
We'll see. We'll figure it out. This is not going to be important for Veilguard because I can just choose whatever happens. I can always replay through this to check the different dialogue for stuff. Oh wait, does anyone have anything new to say? This is an important thing to check before we run off.
The Canary will feel the loss of their lyrium. It is not an easy commodity to come by. You've done well. The Exalted Council, meanwhile, has deadlocked.
You got this.
This is what you do best, Josephine.
I should hope so. But eventually your hand must be at the wheel. You will be called in soon. Move boldly and swiftly, and you may decide the outcome. You are their equal here, Inquisitor. It is time we reminded them of it.
Okay. People do have new stuff to say. So quick check. Oh! I should stop jumping in bushes. Oh no. Oh no. How'd I get? Okay. I've escaped.
Everything going all right so far?
Such an awkward angle.
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, maybe not everyone has more stuff to say.
I don't know.
Hey, boss.
What can you tell me about the Kunari we're dealing with?
These aren't Ben Hasrath. They're specialists working for a Vidasala. Ben Hasrath handle normal security. The Vidasala's people focus entirely on magic. They find it, they study it, they neutralize it. And they must be desperate if they're using alluvians. I'd expect them to shatter any mirror they find.
Interesting. Goodbye.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
Only a few people have new things to say.
Canary first, mixed with elves, add dwarfs. Ugh, doesn't anyone drink their booze one at a time anymore? And the elves here are still squirrely.
We'll talk later.
Count on seeing you, yeah?
Interesting. I read this before, yes? Yeah, I did. No, I'm stuck in the geometry. No.
He broke the dreams to stop the old dreams from waking. The wolf chews its leg off to escape the trap. It was the same boy. His mother on the ship, his father in their homeland. He grew up lonely. Or didn't. His friend had to die because he thought they were people. A slow arrow breaks in the sad wolf's jaws. Her name is different now. Victoria. The old name slips away further each time. She's glad you're here.
Aw, Viv.
The guardian spirit stayed, not bound, but biding, because he asked. He knows how to speak, so spirits listen. It always had a soul. The question is the answer.
I think a lot of this is involved but soulless.
Hello.
Okay. That's everything. Equip. Oh yeah, that's... Nah, we'll be fine. Read this. We're hard in Hightown. Palace gas. Okay, not as important. We've talked to most everybody. See if Blackwall has anything to say, check on a few other people, and then continue on.
Need me for anything?
Until later.
Take care.
I'll drag you along in a bit. Yes, last time we blew up a whole lyrium mine and some ruins that no one will be able to study anymore.
It's good to see you.
Nothing. Colin.
I should look around.
What? What was that? I missed something. What was this? What happened? I saw a thing.
This time of year, it'll be difficult to find a caravan to go all the way back home. Maybe a sea voyage. I could get captured by burly Canary pirates. That would be fun.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
Something went up here. What is this? Aha. Loot. Slow ring found in a fountain. Piece of broken mask found inside a velvet bag. What's left of the mask is covered in green jewels and eagle feathers. A scrap of paper inside the bag reads, "Simply try again." Other side. No. It is here. Is it above? Might be above.
Darling, what can I do for you? We'll talk another time.
Okay. Note. I mentioned the elf hanging about the tavern does look familiar, but I can't imagine why she would have been at your cousin's wedding. Perhaps she was one of the servants attending on Duke Verney after they slipped into the mud pond and onto that wasp nest at the picnic. I'm still not sure how that happened. Oh, Sarah. So let's go upstairs. Cause it's big smooshy fooshy smoke that appeared and showed up here. Here's this. Yeah, that's what it is. There's a thing up there. These freaking hollow statues, man. The Winter Palace Ball was a nice section. It's very different, very stressful though, if you want to get everything somewhat decently correct. Lacquered box containing 5 plots of blush, 3 jars of lipstick, a small but sturdy hairbrush, and dozens of brightly jeweled hairpins and ribbons. Note affixed to the inside of the lid reads, a few supplies for emergencies. My petite love mama. Okay.
Of course.
Why is this stuff around here? What is the purpose? I remember so little about this DLC.
Good day.
Well met.
It's been a while since so many gathered in this place.
Yeah, Liliana. You have new stuff to say?
I knew it was foolish to hope the Exalted Council would go smoothly.
Has all this chaos changed your mind about the future?
We must stay true to ourselves, Inquisitor, whether we fight or lay down arms. As long as we serve the people rather than our own agenda, we'll be on the right path.
Perhaps later, Liliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
So the thing... So there was a statue along one of those things. It's up there. Yep. I see the outline. Schematic encore. I want to see what this is. I don't remember. I don't remember. Is it a weapon or is it armor? It's a weapon. A staff. 94 to 125. Huh. Interesting. Still not that good of a staff. Yeah. When I gave Dorian is 136. This release stated was an official menu for the first day of a visit from the Inquisitor during an Exalted Council, but the paper was so old it fell apart in my hands. So famous sous chef needs to come out of her sulk. Ben talks. Okay. Nothing wild. No research stuff to go in. Does Cassandra have anything to say?
It is good to see you, my friend.
No.
I'll see you later.
Farewell.
Alright, let's go. On to the next section. It's over here. Why are there so many mirrors in this place? Let's go. Dorian, Blackwall, Iron Bull. Let's run with 2 warriors. Come on in. Nah, teleports. Blackwall needs a quick level up. Or Tom. What this? There we go. Easy, perfect. Drop a save. And on we go. It's up this way now. Moving on near a bookshelf. Aha! There you go. Get back here. You cannot escape us. We are the Inquisition. This is a very cool area. Wonder if it's gonna show back up in Baelgard. Or if it's gonna look completely different. Notes! Books in the Crossroads. A book from the Crossroads. Its pages are filled with numbers and letters splattered around the page in random order. Like writing in a dream, every other book on its shelf is filled with the same nonsense script. And certain lights letters appear to shift slightly out of the corner of your eye.
An alluvion marked by a bookshelf. This should be it.
Good. Time to get some answers from the Vidasala.
Communal journal. The slim journal was tucked into a bookshelf in the Crossroads as if left for someone to find. Each entry is in a different hand. I've dropped rocks of off a dozen ledges. Well, words. I've not heard one hit bottom. This place has no bottom. Do not be here if you have no task here. Entry in Kunlat follows. Emmett missed the rendezvous. He said he was scouting the lower ledges on orders. Understood. No one's to go near that mirror. Another note. The unsigned note is tucked into a bookshelf. Do not stray from the marked paths. There are many mirrors. Some lead to danger. Do not linger longer than you must. At the bottom is a crude map of floating islands, some of which seem impossible to reach. I wonder how the veil jumpers got a hold of all this. Oh yeah, we don't know what happened to Calpurnia. We didn't see a corpse, so that means she might still be alive.
Is this some sort of old elven library?
It definitely saw a massive magical backlash some time ago.
Let's hope we can track down the Vidasala in all this.
Signs of victory. The pages of this book, Memory, describe a monument made in a single afternoon by 1,000 toiling servants, swarming over a lump of fallen stone as large as a collapsed mountain. By the end of the day, the stern figure of Algernon stares down into a valley, carved out from the foothills of the rock. Slaves have disappeared. Light radiates from the Indolon's narrowed eyes in its open, snarling mouth. Hail Elgonan, first among the gods, mark his victory eternal. Thurthara. And forbidden ones. Show blazing forms of the Everners, banishing a howling spirit from the reaches of the Fade that touched their lands. A voice rings out, stern and imperial. For abandoning the people in their time of greatest need, for casting aside form to flee to where the earth could not reach, we declare Zembinkek and others of her ilk exiled from the lands of the Evanuris. That is a demon you can fight in Kirkwall, directly underneath Kirkwall. I'm pretty sure that is the name of them. Their familiarity with shape allows them to travel past unaided. They may be bound, but only the protection of your gods will fully shield you from their malice. They are forbidden from the earth. That is our right. Interesting. It's nice playing all of these one after another. Aha! This is what I was looking for. I remember this. Impaled. And you can modify weapons here. Here's some loot. Some runes. Let's read, see who was here. The very private diary of Sandal Fedek. Do not read. 2 Kingsway, 941. Enchantment. 19 Harvestmare, 941. Enchantment. 11 First Fall, 941. Enchantment. Enchantment. Herring. 941. Enchantment. Enchantment. 7 Winter's March. 942. Enchantment. 30 Winter's March. 942. Enchantment. Enchantment. 5 Guardian. 942. Enchantment. Enchantment. Draconis. 942. Enchantment. Cloudreach. 942. Enchantment. 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 Thondal confirmed to be inside of the crossroads. I don't know how Bodon feels about this. But that's quite the thing to find. Did I read that one? Yeah. That is quite the thing to find in here. So I'm hoping Sandal actually shows up in Veilguard. I still want to know what the deal with him is. Especially now that we know the Titans can do stuff to dwarf brains. Describe an elf approaching a city of glass spires so deeply blue they ache. The city's outskirts are wrapped in lakes of mist, and figures stroll along the pearly, glowing strips as if they walked on solid ground. Groves of trees woven into the enormous parks shelter elves in quiet hollows, while other elves walk below a river, churning along an invisible shawl in the air. The scene hums with quiet talk and contentment as the Memories Maker reaches the city's gates, already thrown open wide. We got Sandal chilling. He's vibing over around here. He's perfectly fine. He must have been there recently too, as you see a Kunari pinned to the walls. I merchant. The best defense. Stamped on the side of this shield, property of Xenon the Antiquarian. Absolutely not for resale. If found, return to Urchin immediately. Let's see if we can sell this. Sell stuff to get this. All this? We don't need it. You'll need this. This or this or this or this or this. This. I forgot to equip Cole with a new dagger. That. This. Alright. Let's do it. Blackwall. I have a thing for you. No, it's under weapons. Okay. There we go. That's for you. Skull. Archivist. Nothing on that side.
Visitors, patrons, welcome. The halls are open. What are you?
I am study. I am a learning thirst. Come, know what has not been lost. New words, new stories. The Kunari would not approach.
Hello.
But we learned their words as well.
Hello, Patrick.
If you wish to exchange knowledge, they congregate by the lower gate.
Thank you for stopping into the stream. I got my chat working by using something else for the chat. Okay. Investigate. What is this place?
What did the old elves use this place for? This is the Virtithara, the living knowledge of the Empire. The libraries of every city, the wisdom of every court. A connecting place whose paths are in disarray.
Why are the paths in disarray?
What put this place into disarray? The Virtithara was made with world and fade. When they sundered, so did we. Paths broke, knowledge fragmented, many were trapped. I preserved their last words.
My last words.
What were these old elves' last words? What happened? Where are the paths? Where are the paths? God save me. The floor is gone. Do not let me fall. Do not let me... On this spot, that is all.
Thanks. Really paints a picture.
What's the Vidisala doing here?
I'm looking for a Kunari named Vidisala. Do you know what she wants here? Vidisala, yes. She uses scholars and mages for study. They fear this place, but they seek to know the Veil. What does Vidisala want to know about the Veil? I regret I do not have more information. I am sundered from myself. If you discover another one of me nearer the Kunari, I may know more. Kindly give it my greetings. I have not thought with myself for some time. There must be thousands of years of history here. There must be so much you can teach us. I will try to recall, honored patron, but there are gaps, breaks. Greetings, laughter, Ema Enasal, forms out of air, light, memories. And yet there are so many broken parts at every... Missing. I cannot. There is no more. Apologies. I knew all once. We knew. With the break, only fragments or knowledge new since the fall. We'll be going now. Know this. An unknown person, not of the Kunari, recently woke the librarians. An unknown person. Could this be our agent of Fen'Harel? The librarians facilitated learning before the fracture, before the fall. Now, beware them. They are unwell.
Oh my gosh. Okay. See, having Cole here would have been cool to talk to the spirits, but there's spirits everywhere.
On that upside down island.
Interesting. Blackwall, you better start chiming up. Whoa.
That repaired some steps. Let's look around for more. The inverted alluvion must lead to the Kunari.
This way. I could have went down that way this whole time. Why didn't you tell me, Dorian? Hello.
Did you notice? Your anchor is flaring up near magic. Elven magic.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. Tell us if it gets worse.
Supplies. Read. Pages of this book. Another memory. Describe an immensely tall, immensely graceful vine that flowers with the heat of a copper sunset and has blossoms as large as ponds. Petals as long as a man and scents puffing out like citron and sky and carrion death. The day that last the veins fold, spent and extinct, the creator of this memory weeps and, after recording the flower's sights and sounds, enters Uthenera. Treasure this thought, for it was the last of its kind and so much more than the last of me. Isn't that like super sleep? Uthenera. Okay. This one shows a narrow plateau on top of a mountain. Two armored figures, one in gold, one in black, are fighting in the snow. Steel flickers so fast the air hums. Blood dots the ground. They do not stop for breath. The one in black makes no sound as a blade parts his throat. Mythal, in her wisdom, interceded in an argument between Elganon and Falandin. With clever words, she convinced them to settle their grievance through a battle of their champions. Elganon and Falandin agreed and set their champions against each other rather than declare war among the gods. May those nights long be remembered and Mythal's wisdom be praised. Sacrificing their people for their own petty squabbles. Attentive listeners. This one shows a solemn group of elves in an amphitheater of living wood, entire trees grown into seats and stairs for the listeners to recline on. Two other elves in a spirit of learning are speaking in turn on ways to bend the properties of the material world when casting spells. At the end, the spirit with the air of a senior lecturer floats forward and booms in a surprisingly deep voice. The unchanging world is delicate. Spells of power invite disaster and annihilation. The unchanging world is stubborn. The pull of the earth fiercely resists making fire. Run like water or stone, rise like mist. The unchanging world rings with its own harmony. Listen with fearless hearts, and great works will unfold. Mysterious mysteries. Birds of Fancy. This one describes the pair playing, colliding in the air, bodies formed for kissing, stroking, lines of heat as molten as the sun. The dance is fluid, rolling, never ending, lovers tangled in a laughing knot that rolls on for years, a promise never to be parted, whatever ages come. An annoyed thought intrudes from one who marked this memory after it was recorded. Why the gods find a private chamber? Oh my god. Why are there two supply caches here? That's suspicious. Okay, I gotta go into one of these. I don't remember whence I came from, so.
These Kunari are dead, but there's not a mark on them.
Wide eyes, and that look on their faces. I'd almost say they were scared to death.
Oh, that's not good. It's not something we want to hear. Secrets. I will look for secrets a little bit more in this DLC because it's important. As it's a direct connection to Veilguard. Alright, it was supposed to be... I see. Hey, it's one of the archivists.
Welcome, welcome. Listen to the last words of those who lived past the fall. How could the dread wolf cast a veil between the world that wakes and the world that dreams? The Evenuris will send people. They will save us. When have you last heard from the gods? When the veil came down, they went silent. What is this veil? What has Fen'Harel done?
Are these records saying Fen'Harel created the veil between our world and the Fade?
They're saying some guy just made the veil? We must have been ass deep in demons before then.
If it's true, that means the Fade and the waking world were once one and the same.
Not bode well. RE5 when? When do you want to play RE5? I thought you didn't have the game yet. You said you couldn't get it on the sale. I already have RE5. Still hoping for the remake. Back and forth at work. You don't have to be here while you're at work, but I appreciate it. Enjoy your work.
Floating crap, magic mirror crap, evil demon crap. When this is over, I'm gonna need somebody to hit me with a stick again.
I'm not sure whether I want that to be a metaphor or not.
Next time we get the gang back together, let's do a dragon instead. Dragons are fun.
Iron Bull's having the worst time. He hates this. He has a thing about demons. Can I go around? We don't have to walk through that. Research notes. These loose pages are scattered about as if abandoned in a great hurry. Algebraic-looking formulae crawl across the pages, spiked with dense annotations in Kunwat.
This looks like technical notes. What did the Kunari come here to learn?
They're real technical. I can't make out any either. Something about magic. That's it.
I recognize some formulas. The Kunari are trying to prove theoretical magic of some kind.
Thank you for your combined efforts to solve this mystery. The Dreadwolf's gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. The Dreadwolf's gaze is bright. There's a thing up there. So let's go up here. Can we get up there? I feel like that looks vaguely like a ladder. Or a way to get up to this spot. That's the only place I see a Dreadwolf. A statue. And this flame is here for a reason, I'm assuming. So. Yes. Invincible. Nope, can't. Ah. Dang. That's not the way. There was an invisible wall. Sad. I can get up here. Oh, I can't. Yeah, they've invisible walled me. Guess you're not meant to get up there. Or are you? I don't know. I don't remember this. Oh no! I shouldn't have jumped. I thought I could make it. I could not, in fact, make it.
These blocks are heading toward that upside-down alluvion.
Creepy. Helpful, but creepy.
Why are these stairs going where we want them to?
It's a place of learning. Maybe this Vir Dathara is helping us find what we need.
Now it's even weirder.
True that. Very weird, very strange. Oh, yeah, this way. Other way around. I'm easily lost. Mostly because I don't pay attention. Yes, down this way. Don't fall off the ledge. Okay, now we gotta go through the other one. I see people! Hey! Surprise! Let me get back up here. Kill a Dorian. We have the high ground. Excuse me. Excuse you. Like how they both just used their grappling hooks at the same time. It did nothing. It was interesting. No. You're fine, Bull. Mama B, hello. And welcome to my stream. I hope you're doing well today. I am doing pretty good. I have today off. I'm about to finish Dragon Age Inquisition. Finally. With like 10 days to spare until Veilguard comes out. Oh, and I get to test out. This. I have a fancy thing I can do with just a single click. Bam. I need to be around for that fight. I can step away. Look, they handle it. We did it. We defeated it. You are welcome. And it does it for both Twitch and YouTube. It does a double shout. Come streaming to both. It's a very handy little thing. With a click of a button. Ow. Discharging an anchor now deals damage to nearby enemies.
The anchor again. Are you alright?
The pain stopped.
For now. Nah, I know where there's supply caches here. This is the next one, I think? I think I came through there. What are you doing, Blackwall? What ability? Yeah, I came through there, so I need to go through here. I think. Save. Continue. Okay. We're here now. It's a swarm of something. Do I want to loot this? You seem to have the bee wasp cudgel that I found earlier. Fade touched honeycomb. That's what they talked about. Tier 3 masterwork cloth applies the following to any crafted weapon or armor and chance to inflict beam on the target. Oh, I love that. I'm going to craft the bow when I get back. Did inflicts bees. Oh, I must do this. This is gonna be great. I hope they include bees in Dragon Age Veilguard. The bees upgrade was the best upgrade in the whole game. Just shooting people and throwing bees at them. And it causes the dragons to panic. Because I have this, which is a jar of bees. And the jar of bees, if you throw it at enemies, they will start freaking out and panicking and running around because they are surrounded with bees and wasps, because I upgraded it to contain wasps. And it also works on dragons for some reason. The dragons also panic if you throw the bees at them. And I love it. It's my favorite thing ever. So if there is one thing I have for a wish list for Veilguard, is to bring back the jar of bees. The overpowered jar of bees. Best weapon, best item in the whole game. A corpse.
More dead Kunari with terrified expressions.
Alright, no one else say anything? Okay. That's fine. We don't know what's scaring these Kunari yet. To the point of death. I do need a better bow and arrow anyway. And it's quite outdated. Hello. Archivist. Another piece of the Archivist.
Welcome, and listen to the last words of those who walked this place. If we get out of here, I will end Fen Haral. After he held back the sky to imprison the gods, the dread wolf disappeared. Lies. We must tear down the veil, the cities, the pathways. Without magic, they're crumbling. You're wasting your time. Fen Haral's veil has turned our empire to ruins.
So, the ancient elven empire collapsed because the veil weakened magic.
Like damming a river. Rely on it for water all your life. What happens when it disappears?
Do you realize what this means? What this place is? The actual history of the elves could change everything.
I absolutely love this revelation for this DLC. This was my favorite thing about it, because I was right there with Sarah laughing at the elfy elves who were in their elfy elfness, talking about how great their gods were and how they were destroyed by humans, and it was all just a lie.
Look at this place. Now that we have so many samples, how hard would it be to build Illuviens of our own?
No.
But think of the...
Nope.
After these past few years, it would just be good to create something magical that is also helpful for a change.
Trust you to think of something like this when you're trying to help.
Come now. We could visit each other on a whim. Think how much fun life would be if I were always a step away.
I don't think I've the strength.
If they're gonna stuff me into politics, I've got to have some fun on the side.
I love it. So this is basically this could be like in-world fast travel, pretty much an in-world explanation for fast travel existing. Well, at least in the next game, it's just like, yeah, we just used the Illuvions. We just got there in like a second. Didn't take any time. Hardened Hightown chapter ? Probably should have looked at that one. Well, don't know how that ended up here of Varric's book, but okay. The Deepest Fade. This one, memory, is our instructions on how to reach the deepest parts of the Fade. Realms so far removed they're unmarked by dreamers. Epiphany requires a mind smooth as mirror, glass, still as stone. Put aside 10 years for practice and the next 100 for searching. What others have learned will ease your journey. Those who never manifested outside the Fade will find it easier to find its stillest roots. But it's rare. The compulsion overtakes our brethren of the air. What's this one? This memory describes a heated argument between a group of well-dressed elves inside an elaborately arched pavilion on an island floating in a void. In the distance, hallowed by a blizzard of light, thousands of elves are maintaining an elaborate magical ritual that pulls raw essence from the Fade, funneled into a spear in the air. Through the lens of the spear can be seen a world of indigo waterfalls and rust-red jungles, and a temple palace so frescoed and cleverly carved it is a masterpiece in itself. The well-dressed elves shouting grows so loud it can be heard over the magic. One leaps at another, howling and pulling out a knife burning with prismatic flame. Architects of the Grand Senalium, a gift from blessed Salais to clever June as thanks for a great favor, and friendly debate over the color of the palace roof trim. Oh my god. What's back here? Is it anything? I can walk here. Oh my god, Blackwell scared the crap out of me. coming around the corner like that, bro. It's not the time or place to be doing things. Like just jumping out of nowhere. That's how you get an arrow into the face.
That should be enough stairs. Let's see if we can reach the inverted alluvion now.
Rad. Love it. Let's go. We will probably face some opposition on the way back, I'm guessing. Possibly. A Dorian's got a level up. Should deal with that. Hello! Bombs! So many bombs. Bombs! I can disappear too. You're not special. Honestly, we are doing quite a bit better with 2 warriors in the squad. You got them all? Cool. Now to head back. I see.
They're the librarians.
Nope. They do trigger bombs. Let's try out our new power. Woo! Oh, that's nice. That's fun.
Deltos. Siran Viramalas, Chivera Milva.
I'm glad they're all kind of focused in that center area. That helps a bunch. Dorian, heal yourself, please. Barrier works too. Alright, heal. Know what? I know what we need. We need the power of bees. Ow. Could you not?
Ilas Dinar.
So close. you get him. You're almost done. Well, that wasn't good. Heal, please. But success. Dorian, what do we want to give you? Let's see, we got fire, lightning. Let's give you ice too. To give you all the elements. Close. Where'd you go? We must cross the bridge into the hand. Get ready for a fight. We got everything, I think. Let me look down. Hello, Sir Gohan. How are you? Welcome back. I think we're good on weapons and everything. Everyone's pretty equipped for the situation at hand. We have you the evasion amulet, sure. Why not? I'm doing pretty good myself. I'm excited to finally finish. I say finally finish like I haven't done it before, but I'm excited to finish Inquisition again. Officially.
Survivor of the Breach. Herald of Change. Hero of the South.
The Vidasala, I presume.
After fulfilling your purpose at the Breach, it is astonishing to hear you still walked free among your people. Your duty is done, Inquisitor. It is time to end your magic.
It's not too late to put our weapons down and talk.
There's no need to pretend that you're blind to what you've begun. I am no stranger to catastrophe, but this chaos in the South defies comprehension. The Qun left your people to curb your own magic. You've amply proven we should have stepped in long ago.
Is that what Dragon's Breath is for? Murdering our heads of state just to control our magic?
Do you believe closing the breach solved everything? That its consequences stopped there? The day we saw the breach, the Qun decided its action. We would remove your leaders and spare those who toil. This agent of Fen'Harel has disrupted everything. Lives that were to be spared, lost for him.
Who is this agent? Why do you think they work for the Inquisition?
Kill the Inquisitor, then follow me to the Dargarad.
Good luck with that. Bombs! You know what? How's on this? Well, Mark's not dangerous. Don't worry. It just lets me do that. The Mark isn't dangerous. It just causes explosions. And does incredible damage to people nearby that I don't like. My friends are fine, though. There's a Sarah boss. Dorian, why do you insist on being so close to danger? Oh, Iron Bolt stuck? You guys got this. You're good. I believe in you. Bombs. Chaos, yes. As my opinion of the graphic style in Veilguard, I do not mind it. Like, I've seen far worse. Like, people, I feel, are being too harsh on it for that thing alone. I feel like sometimes some people are just kind of looking for reasons to dislike it. The graphic style is not too out of place. Dragon Age has never really had its own style since the beginning. I was pretty okay with how they went for things in Inquisition, which was a more cartoony style than they had in the previous games. Like, it's not a big deal. Stinking cheater. Like, people act like it's literally straight out of a Disney movie, and it's like, no. It's just a very slight change. It's just like it's not like full cartoony. It's not like they switched to like the Borderlands art style or something. Ooh. Ah, so many good weapons and armor in this that I won't use. You like it too? Nice. I haven't seen much on the character creator. I know that you can do body morphs now, so that's cool. The scrap of parchment is written in both Kunlat and the common tongue. All the letters in Kunlat are shaky. Please excuse my Kunlat, its subtleties elude me, even with your patient teaching. We pulled everyone out of the palace. The Shem nobles assumed we were servants leaving on an errand. We are hiding where you told us, waiting for signs that Dragon's Breath has begun. Victory is the
No wonder the Kunari translated notes into our language. It was for their non-Kunari spies.
They'd have to. Kunlat's not an easy one to learn.
It's not. It's not easy to learn on purpose. But yes, the Dragon Age character creators have also been rough since the very beginning. And with a lot of the complaints I see people making about Veilguard, I feel like they haven't been playing Dragon Age for a long time. are BioWare games for a long time, because you will notice if you look at all of the BioWare games, especially Dragon Age, every single thing is completely different. Yo! Hey, how's it going, Cap Games? It is going good. I am glad you are here. Cap Games also makes Dragon Age content. Bam, have a shout out. And has recently done a very big video about the history and whatnot of Dragon Age, or the games, to do a bit of prep before Veilguard is out. If people want to check that. The Risk of Cerebos. This chef of notes is chef? A note is written mostly in Kunlat, but select paragraphs have been translated into the common tongue. Those born outside the Kun will not comprehend the seriousness of using mages to help us. They believe the worst that can befall a mage is demon possession. They do not truly understand that the loss of mastery comes with a loss of the self. Those of the Kun since birth do not understand why we risk using Cerebos. We have immersed them in a sea of magic until it seems impossible they could ever do anything but drown. It is right that we enlighten you so your purpose here is clear. You have learned from this place that there lived an elven mage who saw a great wrong and sacrificed all to right it. This mage made the veil, which protects us from the Fade. This veil stripped power from his rulers, who had treated their people with such excess that it makes the southern kings and queens seem staid. Thus does every action carry rightness, and all paths converge. In his greatest magic, the elven mage became an agent of peace through the veil. In our willingness to brave this place, we may discover how the veil can be strengthened through our own mages. For that, we risk our lives. The Cerebos who have joined in this endeavor understand the dangers and have made their choice. Remember the words of Ashkari Khosloon. Existence is a choice. There's no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complex is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is the source of suffering. Suffering is a choice, and we can refuse it. It is our own power to create the world, or destroy it. For peace will endure any horror here, we will create a safer world or destroy the old one. It's all great waiting for a Veilguard like everyone else. Yes. So close.
These are Vidisala's papers. She brought mages here to research strengthening the veil.
A way to clamp down magic. No wonder she's here.
It explains why the Kunari thought it was worth camping here.
Yes, we're so close to the Veilguard release. It is literally just 10 days away, less than 2 weeks. You are very welcome for the mention, and yes, always feel free to use any of my material and streams for your vids. I do not mind. Also, I noticed my last stream was only in 720p for some reason, so hopefully I fixed that. Yep, 10 more ways. Yes, here, rerun of Trespasser, summary of Inquisition. Okay, so, big choices for my Inquisitor run. Vivian is on the Sunburst throne as the new Divine Victoria. We have, good relationships with everyone in our crew except for Solus. We punched him in the face. He did not like us very much. We kept the Grey Wardens. We did not exile them. Stroud died in the Fade at the end of Adamant. Hawk is still alive and well. What the other big choices? Calpurnia lived. We did not kill Calpurnia. She's perfectly fine. We basically reasoned with her because we found her old teacher. I forget what the other word for it, but we found him, and so we knew his fate, and we were able to convince her to abandon Corypheus and not fight against us. Morrigan drank from the Well of Sorrows. She became the power. She gained the power from it, and not our Inquisitor. Yeah, I hope Calpurnia comes back because we didn't see her die when she said she was gonna face Corypheus. We never heard of any corpse or anything. She just said she was going off. Romance Cullen, Inquisitor, has gotten married in Trespasser. And yeah, poor Shroud, but I could not do that to Varric. Varric goes through enough. He didn't need his best friend dying. That would not have been very cruel of me to do. Heal. Thank you. Oh yeah, and we saved the Chargers. Bull is Talvashoth. Unfortunately for him. But kind of fortunate for him. You know? Give me that. Yeah, this is a pretty good run. I'm liking my my choices for this. And oh yeah, for Orlais, I did the difficult thing. I went out of my way. Yeah, Bull will be fine hanging out with us right now. And I did the difficult thing for Orlais, and I got all 3 parties to work together because I had enough blackmail on all of them at the end of the Winter Palace Ball. So Briala and Celine and Gaspard all have to work together because I said so. But officially, public-facing Celine is still on her throne. She just has to work with other people to maintain it and maintain peace. Also, Sutherland and crew made their own holdings. They've created their own little band of misfits and are taking people in. Sutherland and crew was my favorite part. My favorite little side quest. Them getting together and doing their thing. Yeah, I enjoyed punching Solus because for all of my choices just make him angry. He just hated like the grand majority of my choices. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna turn out because I'm like, ooh, we have everyone trying to work together, so there could be some sort of uprising that occurs and ripple effects. But yeah, we're on good terms with everyone else. Liliana and Cass. Oh yeah, and Cassandra decided to rebuild the Seekers. So she's spearheading that movement right now. So that has been my... I think that's all the major choices for Inquisition that I can think of. And that's what I've done so far.
Visitors, patrons, welcome. The halls are open.
Can you tell me where a Kunari called Vidasala went?
Yes, we heard much, although she fooled herself into thinking we could not hear. Take a keystone to the Darvarad. I will join you there soon and take stock of our remaining Gatlock powder.
I have a keystone.
I found a keystone with one of the Kunari.
Yes, and you need words for their key. Maras Nira. It glows. It will open the way to the Darvarad. May you find what you seek. In coming here, you strengthen the ties. I can now raise one, if you wish to go.
You've been very helpful.
Gildethan was what the Elven called me. One who guides seekers of knowledge true. I was connection. One city could read the records of another. One Elven feel the memories of another. When the veil fell upon us, I marked the end of all they knew.
Goodbye.
We've
Oh yeah.
got to find the Darvarad and corner Vidasala there.
Oh yeah, I also, for party members, fates, Cole became more human than spirit, and Blackwall is officially part of the Grey Wardens.
I've been through some battles as a warden, fighting one group of darkspawns the same as another. Back with the Inquisition, and a moment later we're battling secret Canary assassins in a dream library.
Any regrets, Renier?
I wouldn't have missed this for anything.
But yeah, Sir Blackwall has been made into an honest man. Alright, we can continue on. Oh, I love this. This is such a good DLC. Like, surprisingly so. Out of all of the Dragon Age DLCs, I feel like this is probably the strongest one for the series. It is so involved. It does tie up a few things with party members. It kind of tells you where they go, where they end up. It's just so very nice. Oh yeah, Blackwell's pretty interesting with how they wrote out his character. Like, it was a unique twist on the whole Grey Warden warrior. But also, I've noticed in all of the Dragon Age games, every single one has had a Grey Warden warrior as a party member. But you haven't had any other classes of Grey Warden. Which is interesting, kind of strange. Like, I wonder why it's only ever been warriors from the Grey Wardens that join your party.
Greetings.
We'll be going now.
Wisdom guide you.
Let's return to warn the others. But yeah, even in Veilguard, your Grey Warden companion is still like a sword and board warrior. In Origins, you had Alistair, who was sword and board. You could spec him for something else, but he was sword and board. Dragon Age 2, you can have a sword and board Grey Warden companion if you make certain choices. And again, Grey Warden companion in this one, all sword and boards. Even though we know Grey Wardens can be other things. So that's an interesting choice.
Your agents confirm there are Gatlock battles in Denerim's palace?
Yes, and in Val Royeaux and across the Free Marches. The Winter Palace is not the only target.
The Canary are one order from destroying every noble house in the known world.
Oh, there is a bright side. Warning the ambassadors will remind them of the Inquisition's value.
Not when the Inquisition is responsible for that threat.
Where to leak angry. Where to leak sad. This is why I love the tone indicators. Because if you just saw where to leak, you could think that's just like very stoic. When this is actually the stoic option of tell us what you know. And this could be confusion, but since you see the angry fist, you know it's an angry response. Where to leak? Who has leaked us?
This is our fault.
Fault? No. But our responsibility.
How did it happen?
The elven servant handling the barrels has disappeared. Notes in his quarters suggest he was a Canary spy.
But the servant was Orlesian. That implicates Orlais, not us.
But the barrels arrived at the Winter Palace on the Inquisition supply manifest.
How are we supposed to fight a war when we can't even trust our own people?
Who is the leak? We've gone from where to leak to who to leak. Now, then it's gonna be why to leak.
Do you know who got the barrels onto the Inquisition manifest?
Yes, several of the Inquisition's elven workers have gone missing. I had their backgrounds checked. They joined the Inquisition after fleeing the chaos in Kirkwall.
Oh my god.
I remember when Kirkwall was at its worst. Many of the city's elves converted to the Qun, trying to find a better life.
And the Qunari turned them into spies.
Again, another connection from a game event that happened like 10 years ago. The Kirkwall situation happened like a long time ago in game already, but it's still affecting things now. Even though time half passed. We're part of the problem. What's done is done. We can still do good. What's done is done.
We can't change what happened. Only how we react to it now.
I fought to protect the Inquisition in this exalted council. And for what? So we could deceive and threaten those we claimed to protect?
Once we locate the spies...
This isn't about the spies. You hid the Qunari body. You've all but seized control of the Winter Palace.
We did what was right, not what was politically convenient.
Do you know what this has cost us with Orlais and Ferelden? They are planning to dismantle us as we speak. And perhaps they are right.
Well, this isn't good. The angry response. Dying would suck.
The mark is... I thought it was fine. It's been under control for years. All the demons I fought, all the rifts I closed. I don't want to die. Not knowing that the world still needed me. So I'm going to the Davarat.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Would you like us to inform the Exalted Council of the danger?
Inform the summit.
Yes. If we fail, the Exalted Council needs to know what happened.
I will inform them personally.
Leliana, I can...
No, your job is hard enough already. This is my responsibility.
I'll have guards ready at the Alluvion, in case the Qunari attack the palace.
Make her watch over you.
Oh, that was abrupt. Oh, it's nighttime now. We have... Oh my god, our presence at the Winter Palace has increased a billionfold. Everyone's gone. But we have to craft a new bow first. We need to go on a little diversion. We are entering... Oh my gosh. We're entering the final stage. Who do I want to bring with me into the final run? Varric's definitely rolling up. Varric is coming with us on this one. For show. But who else? Dorian for sure is coming too. Because he's our bestie. We gotta roll with our bestie. What's the best bow I can make? Lyrium? Is it the Lyrium longbow? I think it's the Lyrium longbow. Yes. Lyrium longbow is the best one I can make right now. Let's do it. We are making it with dragon bone. We're going all out with stuff. Where is it? Fade touch honeycomb. Chance to inflict bees. Okay. 15 dexterity. We want max everything. 18 cunning sounds good. But what if we had 10 cunning and 10 dexterity? Some dragon scales. Let's see. Ice dragon hide, 26 dexterity. Let's roll with this, yeah. I'm into that. I want to just a big boost to attack. So I think the most we can get is 14% attack boost. Yeah. Let's do a 14% attack boost. Plus 10 cunning, 26 dexterity. We got this. Bow up. Bees! Alright. We equip our new bow. We ready to roll now. Onwards to victory. Things are just, everything's bad. We've got people sequestered into the tavern. Alright, so we need to pick our final homies. For our last stand. So we got Varric, Dorian, and who's going to be our warrior? I'm thinking Cass or Iron Bull for our warrior. I feel like we should drag Cass along with us. I trust Cass. I trust Cass with my life. So, Dorian, Varric, Iron Bull does have stakes in this. Iron Bull does have stakes with this. Cassandra is like a beast though. I feel like Cassandra is gonna be important. Have a lot to say about the conclusion bit of this. Iron Bull or Cass? This is a tough choice. Because I still have a bit of remembrance of what happens next. Because I know there's a bit where it's important to have Iron Bull. I know he's going to be cool in that situation. I don't remember if I can switch out halfway through this. Because if so, I would go Iron Bull and switch to Cass later. Let me think. Now I think I'm gonna go through. With Cassandra. Cass has never run us wrong. I think this is the squad. This is the squad. Alright, y'all. Phase into existence. Yeah.
Told us what happened with your hand.
No matter what happens, it has been my honor to fight beside each of you.
All right, Bianca. Let's show all the tall people how it's done. One last time.
Enjoy me while you can. I expect you'll all miss me terribly later.
Thank you. All of you.
Aw. Power of friendship. Full power of friendship moment. Let's do our last level ups. Do that. Cass is decked out for the Templar or Secret one. More Vanguard. We have not used Varric in a hot minute. You know what? You get bombs too, Varric. You get bombs too. Enjoy your bombs. There we go. Get some of this. I'm gonna give you this. Let's see. We'll give you this. Go here. Apply that. We'll get some of that. We'll give you this. And that. All right. Varric, are you good? Oh, you could take some accessories. Nice. Bind guides. Yes. You get this too. Sick. Now we're decked out. We're good. We rolling. Drop another save because I am paranoid like that. We're off. Oh, the final section.
Let's go. All right, everyone, get ready.
I think I cut off dialogue. I didn't know. I could reload it and see. I think I don't know if there's any more after that.
So
We'll do this before I walked in. Just in case there's other dialogue. I'm too excited to finish it. I'm too hype. Okay. Now let's walk up to the mirror in a somewhat calm way.
The Doverant. All right, everyone, get ready.
Yeah, that was it. I was right. Let's do this.
So this is the Doverant.
Look at this. It's an Alluvian graveyard.
Where did the Kunari get all these? How long have they been studying Alluvians? The sooner we stop this invasion plan, the better.
So, as you can see here, things are a bit foobar, and the Kunari have been known about these alluvions a long time ago. That's how advanced they are. They are way ahead of us in every way. Oh, the bee! The bees! Oh, I'm so happy. This is the best part. This is the best thing in this. Oh, there's so many bees. Oh, those bees are popping off way more than I expected. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Oh, I love it. Bees! Alluvion studies. Yeah, see all the broken alluvions. This is like crazy. The writing on these pages is completely incomprehensible, even to a native speaker of the Kunlat. The handwriting resembles the scratches of an inebriated chicken, but the drawings are meticulous and excruciatingly careful study of several alluvions, along with exploded diagrams of their inner workings. Oh, snap. Veilfire. Do we need Veilfire for something? Usually if you can light Veilfire, it's there for a reason. Yeah, this is such a cool sight to come out and just see all of these shattered from the Kunari trying to, like, learn about them. And this is even a Kunari statue. And over there is like an elven statue. So this is just a very cool visual. And shows like how much they've taken over.
Oh shit, that can't be good. You alright?
We should hurry.
Yeah. Bombs! And bees! Yeah, the details on this is so good. That's one thing I can say that Inquisition... Yeah, watch out for that anchor.
So, about this war. You know things didn't end well for Kirkwall the last time the Kunari got angry. I really hope we settle this fast. I've seen all the burning cities I ever want to see.
So yeah, one thing I can say this game has better than the other two games in the series is their attention to detail in the landscape. Because you can see some very like cool little touches everywhere to just kind of reinforce what's going on and hints about the situation. Do I want to blow this up? I'm gonna. Let's see. Might as well. Anarchy! Let's go. We needed to send a message.
Patrolling guards. We need to deal with them as quickly as possible.
I see. Oh, there's that. Oh, I missed. But it also summoned bees. Oh, you got attacked by the bees! Let me just touch this real quick. Oh my god, this chaos. I love it. The Inquisitor was told to be able to summon a swarm of bees with her arrows, as the legends say. old magics he found within her time in the Fade. Take him out. Oh, Cass is just putting in work. They cannot stand up. You cannot stand up. Oh, he just keeps getting knocked down. Yeah.
That's quite the door.
This is why we roll with Cassandra. Our homegirl. It says there's an enemy around there. Where? Through here? It's locked. Can I blow it up? No. How do I get in there? Huh. That looks like siege weaponry. Is history how the Kunari are de facto very advanced technology-wise? Yeah, they have cannons. Like, they invented gunpowder before everyone else. It's like it's very cool combination of how they are. Oh, there's the person. How they're kind of tribal in nature, but all of their technology is insanely advanced. But also in the Descent DLC, you run into dwarves with laser rifles. So that's a thing. That's quite interesting.
Make it take you.
Are you trying to climb up the ladder while he was on fire?
Red Lyrium. Do the Kunari have any idea what they're dealing with?
No. They might think they do, but they don't.
Let's see what his notes were. Oh, that was just a key. That dude was just chilling in here studying and we just murked him. Sarath. This letter was clearly written a few lines at a time over the course of multiple days, as the ink at the start has already faded slightly. Elf who is Talus. Ooh. So in Dragon Age 2, Talus, believe is, you find in Mask of the Assassin or Mark of the Assassin. And in that game, I chose to not help her. True to Shalbertal, yep, plasma rifles time, super funny part. Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna deal with that in Veilguard. 'Cause they just had, yeah, like seeing them versus the Kunari, who's gonna win? Gunpowder or lasers? Like, I wanna see more of that technology. Like, if there's just literally lyrium turned into a laser rifle, I would like that. I'd be down for that. We got Gunslinger as a class option. That would be fun. Alright. Oh yeah, Talus, in Dragon Age 2, I decided not to help her. It's no longer my role to instruct others in the Kun, but I will share what I can with you if it brings you peace. You're not alone in your struggles to achieve mastery of yourself and your purpose. Many Vidathari come to the Kun filled with fear and anger. These feelings build walls brick by brick within the self. They prevent you from seeing the others around you, from seeing the world as it is, and they convince you that you are alone and in darkness. And you must fend for yourselves. The walls are real, but the darkness and the solitude, the world that they create within that self. That is all illusion. You must work to tear down the walls if you wish to see the truth. And the truth is this: no one is alone. It was the wisdom revealed to Kossoon in the desert long ago. What looks like solitude is connectedness. What looks like darkness is only the space between stars. This portion of the letter is slightly newer, and the handwriting, which has exceptionally tidy at first, has become somewhat looser, as if written in a hurry. It's not just Vidathari who struggle with these illusions. The world changes the self. You must balance mastery upon its turning tides. Once I was in Ashkari, and I spent my days examining the philosophy of the Kun and trying to seek the enlightenment that Kossoon found. But my dreams of demons took me down a new path. Here the writing is filled with crossed out passages and the script becomes shaky. Some of the ink is still wet. And now with the song liquid crossed out. And now I study dam which holds back magic at its source. We will cross out. It is our purpose to cross out. Things change, little Talus. The world changes. Find purpose in people around you, and your role will be clear. Remember when? Cross out. It will be hard to find wisdom in the noise. Noise is illusion, like the darkness, but the walls are real. Remember that. Tear down the walls first, and you will see the truth. Interesting. Very interesting. Also, I liked Jaws of Hakan. I played through that, and it was interesting to see how they handled spirits and how they intentionally would have their people possessed in order to. Ancient writing. One sees the hunter, one flees from it, one hunts it in turn, one outwits them all. And interesting to see how the way they like see them as guardian spirits or gods that are supposed to inhabit and possess other creatures was like very interesting, because a lot of them were possessed and they didn't have abominations, which was very cool. Also, here's Fen'Haral, a portrait of Fen'Haral, the Dreadwolf, and someone else. Excavated mural believed to be a self-portrait of Fen'Haral. Dorian, can you? Don't know if that does anything.
That didn't do the trick.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. Well, we do this.
That didn't work.
Mm-mm.
It's no good.
Okay, so there is a puzzle here. Downstairs. No fall damage.
Is that an astrarium? How did the Kunari move it here?
A word of advice, stay away from the glowing pyramid.
Yeah, who is the someone else? It's Spirit Tisaya. Yeah. Like, who is the someone else, like, there? There's gotta be more than, like, one. Like, I doubt the Dreadwolf is the only one that's, like, and Mythal were only ones to walk around among people. Okay, so this one's lit up. Then the pyramid thing is reference to something you can find. Where is it? Is it at the Exalted Plains? I don't remember the exact area, but you can find a pyramid, and surrounding it are a bunch of weapons and on the ground and a bunch of feet stuck into a ceiling. And a note that says, "Do not touch, it's mine." So clearly Dorian knows something about what those things do. So, do I light all of these? Do I light the broken one first? Broken one first.
It's no good.
No. Did that make the other one go out?
It's no good.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. This one. Out my way, please. Yes. Dorian does always know. Yeah, they were studying red lyrium as well. So red lyrium is also heavily involved in this situation. But also we learned that lyrium is alive. It is a living mineral. And we also learned from the Titan thing why it could be alive. So how does that fit in with everything else? I'm not even sure what that did. I have no idea what I just did. But I've lit them all. that I can see. Yeah. A tainted titan would be a thing to see. But we also had the rock wraith creature in Dragon Age 2 that Hawk finds during their first run through the deep roads. So I don't know what's going on there either. That could have something to do with it. Also, there's hints that the dwarves weren't always nice. That the dwarves weren't always underground either. Because there's evidence of dwarf. Ah, here we go. Bloody bargain, unique dagger. Because there's evidence that they're of the dwarves being above ground at one time and being at odds with the elves. Yes, I did read Blue Wraith all the way through, and the fact that yeah, because red lyrium can also be etched into someone's skin, much like blue lyrium can as well, which was quite interesting. The entries in this book are written in several different hands and occasionally even different languages. From the few entries in the common tongue appears to be a log filled in by the various guards who have watched the gates of Darvrad. Morning artifacts brought in by Hisra, Keith, original location not on manifest. Ask Iskari, who was told they're from ruins. Please remind agents that all relics must be properly cataloged, or the Tarbas will never stop complaining about it. Afternoon. 3 Kiths deployed, including Iskari or Histra's Kith. Told her to write down the locations in her manifest this time. So Kith reported back, Iskari handed me manifest that just said outside Darvrad, asking my sten for a knife. Yeah, it was what's useful through the Red Liam sword. And now Solus has the idol. Also, I said this like I think yesterday, but in the Netflix series, we also have the issue of yeah, the Netflix series, we also have the issue, the bit of a problem that is Meredith might be inside of a red lyrium idol. Oops, I went too much. So she might still be existing. And if people can be preserved inside red lyrium, like, what are the ramifications of that? That is quite interesting. At least to me. I want to see what happens with that. Like, what can red lyrium do when it... Like, what can lyrium do when it's tainted? If you can get power from it. It mutated the Templars. So what else can it do? Yeah, how did she survive? It's almost like, it feels like the Sith, how they can exist in crystals in Star Wars. Which is so very weird, but hey, is what it is. Storage room key required. Yeah, like what happens if you introduce red lyrium with an Evernuris? Hello. Oh, you running? Bombs. Yeah, like what exactly is gonna happen if people are like using red lyrium? Because red lyrium isn't gone. Ain't no way. It's too far reaching everywhere to just be gone. So we're gonna definitely have issues with that again. Also, what are they gonna do? Say red lyrium didn't affect the north? Red lyrium only existed in the south? So we're not gonna touch on red lyrium? Despite having actual in-world fast travel with the mirrors. Like, come on, man. Alright, the Dragon's Breath must continue regardless of the concerns of the Winter Palace. Many are new to the Coon and have not yet learned to trust. Your worry is understandable. The rest of the world has betrayed you. All you have been to the Darvarad know the difficulty of maintaining the specimen for extraction for as long as we have. If we delayed Dragon's Breath, we could have to dispose of the specimen. Creating Gatlock is normally a slow process requiring much mining and careful alchemy. Venom extraction offers the only means to deliver the Dragon's Breath quickly and in large quantities. Delay Dragon's Breath is to lose any chance of bringing peace to the South without needless suffering. The Coon demands we save the workers of the South from a bloody war and deliver them into our teaching before corruption further overtakes the land. Others have voiced concern over the specimen. The Coon does not demand cruelty to any living being, but all creatures have a place and a duty under the Coon. The specimen serves as it must. When Dragon's Breath is complete, it will be extinguished quickly and painlessly, as when we slaughter animals for food. Allow your superiors to deal with the agents of Fenral and remember your role in service to the Coon. It is good everywhere. Yeah, sprinkle some red lyrium all over. It'll be fine. Another thing I like about how Dragon Age is done is no one is like truly evil. Everyone kind of thinks they're in the right in some way, shape, or form regarding their beliefs. It's never just like this person is the ultimate evil, except for maybe Corypheus. Most of the enemies have a bit of nuance to them. That is a large chest. Wearer of this amulet suffers no physical effects in combat. OP. Honestly, I feel like that's a good thing to give to Cass. Make her literally invincible. Oh, I didn't read this. Journal notes found in the barracks. See, last page reads, sent to palace again, moving things along. Boss Shems never knows who comes or goes. When a Dragon's Breath comes, they won't know what hit them. Again, the whole country, multiple countries on the edge of political disaster. Excuse me? That was quick. Ow, ow, ow. Oh,
That sounded bad. Hold on a little longer.
oh, the glitch. The glitch. I like how they give you reasonable crafting areas and stuff that make sense. There's a lot of reading in this. It's important to the story. Yeah, a lot of different key of lecture in Dragon Age. Anyone is right and has his purpose and belief. Yes. And some people, reason why people convert to the Coon on their own is because like it makes sense to them. The Kunari are not evil. I know. I thought there would be more about the architect, or at least more creatures like the architect. I feel like instead of having the architect, because there's so many options to you can kill the architect or keep him alive, I think instead of continuing on specifically with the architect, they switched over to Corypheus to kind of carry on in that place, to give you like, hey, this is kind of what was happening there. So I think we could find smart Darkspawn later. Yeah, sleeves up to Winter. We're happy to like dip out. Also, a lot of a lot of mentions of like different views on slavery in Tevinter. Some is like indentured servitude, and some they are basically used just as sacrifices for blood rituals and whatnot. And sometimes it could be one way and then just 180 at the drop of a hat. I need some more water. 1 second. Oh yeah. Man, there's so much like Dragon Age lore all over the place. I still need to actually, since I'm finishing Inquisition today, Trespasser is going to be finished by the end of the day. I'm going to be able to finally read through all of Tevinter Nights and see what's up with Lucanus, because apparently he shows up in there. Sets very pal. To the Honorable Salat, sorry. Of the Coon, on behalf of the Inquisition, I must humbly inquire as to the hostile actions of your agents in Halam Sharal. We can only view the attacks by Ben Hasraf agents upon our officers and the infiltration and sabotage of the Exalted Council at Halam Sharal as the prelude to a declaration of war. If the Kunari people do not wish to provoke retaliation from the Chantry, these hostilities must cease at once. Respectfully, Ambassador Josephine Montelier. Common messages, could not follow, a letter in common with elegant script has been torn open and crumpled into a ball. Writing is still legible. So Josephine. Kunari people wish to assure you despite the loss of the Dreadnought. Oh, this is back when we I see. This is about what we did when we saved Bull's crew. It's a crew of 100 souls in a failed joint mission with the Inquisition 2 years past. Military action has not been approved against the Inquisition. No one in Parvalan has authorized actions of any kind involving the Exalted Council, nor will they. We are seeking out the Ben Hasraf priest who appears to be leading the operation without our consent. When she is located, we assure you that these hostile actions will cease. Story is okay, but not the best in the book. They probably didn't want to give too much away, is what I'm guessing, if they planned to have him in the next game. So these Kunari seem to be acting on their own. Dragon Breath Plan. This document appears to be written entirely in Kunlat, but contains a number of complicated diagrams, including detailed blueprints of Halam Sharal and a number of other palaces and fortresses. They're unlocking alluvions.
Morrigan said the key to an alluvion could be anything, including knowledge or power. So they're stockpiling both. That's how they got the keystone and opened so many of the alluvions we've seen.
They will have defenses in place. We must not stumble into anything blindly. Is that a copy of Swords and Shields?
Alright, there's a cool one about Antibes and Crows. Nice. I do want to read through that. I have plenty of time now. Then I'll be finishing Inquisition. Like, way ahead of time. But I also realize you could skip a lot of the side stuff in Inquisition. Supply cache. Is everyone good? Anyone have damage? Okay. That's it. Take that. We've got dragon skulls in here. They're shoved in here like storage. Yeah, Swords and Shields is the Varric book that that Cassandra loves. It's about Aveline. Vaguely about Aveline.
dragon's breath is an actual dragon?
Tethar! Bars!
Inquisition! Nira Tasia Sara! Mirava Sadim Kata! You have come far enough, Inquisitor. No more.
You sure about that? Bombs! Nope. He's gonna do that. Is Cass stuck? Cass. There we go. Get down there. Let me just. Oh, my bombs flew into the sky again. Yep, that was one of the best plot twists, is you're thinking it's a code word for something, and then it turns out it's actually just the actual thing. Dorian just yelled, "I'm too pretty to die." I love it. Oh, I love him so much. We gotta take out this Sarah boss. Oh snap, Bear got one shot. I know Dorian got one shot. It's alright, his ghost is fighting right now. He rezzed, I think, Eric. Could you not?
No!
Oh man. Woo!
Someone help!
It's alright, we're fine. What happened to you? You were way over here. Whoop! Get up! Could you stop doing that? I'd appreciate it. Can we possibly move him somewhere else? Alright. Crisis averted. Well, more dudes. Well, those bombs are extremely handy. I really like the Artificer class here. I didn't try it in my other playthroughs, but I really do like Artificer. Picking it still has a glitch where it breaks Barrick's dialogue for like the rest of the game until you finish the main plot line, but not bad still. Vidithari workers in the factory, then circled repeatedly, underlined, arrows drawn around it by someone who clearly very insistent that it be read. Combine no more than 1 part Atash venom with an equal amount of Deathroot oxen and 3 parts powdered silverite. Adding more venom will dissolve the casing on the primers procure in the factory and fill the room with deadly gas. Whoever keeps getting the formula wrong needs to see me immediately. We have a great many primers to make on a tight schedule, cannot afford any more delays. The Zal and Quinari are very brave. Going against the Dreadwolf, more allies than we thought. Yeah. Minus the invasion of Thedas, yeah. Because everything's a bit gray. Like, a lot of people is like, alright, your initial thought in the right place, a bit misconceived. present chafing around limbs, tail likely from attempts to use chains, while its new natural strength remains. Muscles lack from confinement. Says fires kept it under control, while the heated panels keep it in a state of comfortable drowsiness. Not good as deception she thinks she is. She's not like what we are doing to the beast. She calls it Atashi, which means something like great thing. She repeats saying from the coon to herself when she extracts the venom. Don't disagree with her. Saw enough harm done to innocent beasts at my lord's sneering commands. So maybe need a winter palace. If I do not return, most will assume I am dead. As I said, Head is not as good as deception as she thinks she is. Didn't join the coon for this. So there's rebellion within their ranks. Because they don't like how they're treating the dragon. Which I mean, yes. Kill the dragon or free the dragon.
Cut down the Atashi.
Let's free the dragon!
With those rings, we can clear a path for the dragon.
Okay, I see what I need to do. We have to let her out that way. Dang. Device is blocked. Can I not light this on fire? Hold on, disengage. Why can't I set this on fire? Interesting. Excuse you. I'm busy. I'm trying to free you, dragon. I know there's a bit of a puzzle in the middle of this. Hold on. I don't quite remember how to do this. Device is blocked. How do I unblock it? It won't let me actually blow up the thing that is blocking it. Do I need to get the dragon to do it? You guys are fine. Don't worry about it.
You've got it. It's opening.
Heal yourselves, please.
The gate is open. Now we move the rings.
Oh. Cass, how did you die? Hold on. Hold on, how do I do this? Hold on. Can I? Okay. How do I move that? One second. I'm just gonna look for this. And I'm going to make sure I'm doing the actual right thing. Okay. I have to use the mark. That's what I'm missing. Who died now? Oh, Varric died. So I have to do this. I don't know why regular attacks didn't work. It doesn't make logical sense. But okay. That's fine. I think it's this one. This one moves it. Could you not? Alright, we just gotta move that one now.
The barriers are set. Now we just
There we
need
go.
to open the gate.
Excuse me.
Akashi Itwa, Karasal!
Now we've got it. You're free!
Hashara! Dear Inquisitor, you have such little time left. You must finally see the truth. Elven magic already tore the sky apart. If the agents of Fen Harel are not stopped, you will shatter the world as well.
Whatever you think I've done, mass assassination isn't a good moral high ground.
The South was poisoned by these elves' manipulations. It suffers just as you do now. You would have died from the mark on your hand, but for the help of one of their chief agents. The same agent who helped seal the breach, who led you to Skyhold, who gave Corypheus the orb, then founded the Inquisition. Soulless, agent of Fen Harel.
What?
We're gonna be mad at him. Always anger at Solus.
He used me. All along, that bastard was manipulating us.
Solus tricked us all. He pushed a dying Qunari into the Winter Palace to lure you into opposing us. Without him, we could have brought the South peace and wisdom along the gentle path. Now we must take the way of blades. Hanahadan, Inquisitor. If it is any consolation, Solus will not outlive you.
I need to kill him myself.
Vitasala's not killing Solus. I'm killing Solus. Come on.
The Vidasala cannot have gotten far.
Time to crack the egg. This is very dramatic. Drop a new save. Let's go way back.
There, up ahead.
It's going to. Everyone back.
Anchor meltdown. The anchor now builds up power even faster. Using it is difficult, but discharges all accumulated focus. If the focus reaches full power, the anchor discharges uncontrollably, damaging you and your allies as well as nearby enemies.
If it keeps up like this, it will kill you. Solus must help, as he did at Haven.
Chuckles, who apparently works for Fenharel. It's always the quiet ones.
We'll be fine. Supplies replenished. Let's go.
That must be where Solus is.
Ooh, dang. That's a lot.
Make it take you!
Get out of our way.
There's the big Sarabas who's always with the Vidasala.
Cerebus, Rathrol, Shukra!
I forgot how intense this gets with how much the marker goes to fine to absolute foobar. Killed by bees. I have to keep an eye on the charge. Luckily, it gives a signal as you start glowing and flashing. I have bombs too. Bro got gibbed. Just giblets you have become. We almost done. Bombs. Oh, cast is broken. There we go. Infinite explosions. Let's go. Boy. Just explosions and peas. Alright, let's go. He can't get away. Shrine to the dead Dread Wolf. He gonna be the dead wolf. Hold up.
The big guy's headed our way.
Hey, guess what I could do? Dorian, be careful.
Be ready. They have reinforcements.
Can you focus on this guy now? Yes, good job, Cass. Good job. Okay, she can dispel any magic. Thank you for the luck, Mama B. I should be finished with this game soon. Get out of here. same level as us. The bees affect everyone.
It seems the Cerebas is no longer following orders.
He's become unchained.
Here, Inquisitor. Antam.
Shut up. See, this is why it's important to make sure your focus level is as high as possible, so you have the most time before it explodes. Hello. Carbothylage? Oh, that is fun to do, though. We gotta hustle. Hello. Those dudes are just up there chilling. Oh, now we're coming.
We must hurry.
Okay, I got this. Explosion! We're almost there. Oh, I need to fix this real fast. Explosion! Man, that focus thing is filling up like incredibly fast. All right, we got him. Next part. Let's go.
Let us finish this.
Final heals all around.
Dead Inquisitor, your soul is dust.
Says you. Look at this boss arena. Knew it. I can do that too. Come back here. You scared? He's halfway down. Almost there. Always summoning demons. Reinforcements can't help you. Oh, nice pride demon.
We cannot hurt him. Use your mark.
I got you. I gotta wait for you to charge up, please. Yeah. Let's go. Quick save. Let's do it. Finish, finish.
Ebesit kata, etwa ost.
Maraskata.
Your forces have failed. Leave now and tell the Qunari to trouble me no further.
Solus.
That should give us more time. I suspect you have questions.
Not really, no.
Solus, have I ever wanted to hear one of your endless explanations? Ever.
Well then, briefly, I am the Dread Wolf. I fought the false elven gods, created the Veil, and destroyed my people. I intend to restore them. Doing so will most likely destroy your world. Also, your mark is getting worse. Ultimately, none but I could have borne the mark and live. Your death would cause more senseless chaos, more bloodshed. It is unnecessary. Though I doubt you will thank me. Live well, while time remains.
Agree something must be done, but we cannot lose the Inquisition now. We stand on the brink of war with the Qunari.
Yes, because this Solus provoked them in the first place.
The Inquisition did not cause this threat. We informed the Summit of the danger.
The danger posed by Qunari spies inside your organization.
Without our organization, I doubt you would be alive to complain.
No one has forgotten what you have done. But Corypheus is 2 years dead.
If the Inquisition is to continue, it must do so as a legitimate organization, not a glorified mercenary band.
Inquisitor.
Nice. These are all the choices. As this will serve the divine Victoria. Efforts against souls will be stronger, but risk corruption. We'll keep the peace. We'll serve divine Victoria. And then the Inquisition will be disbanded. Efforts against souls will be weaker, but more secure. Anger. Like, Arm just got come off, okay? Arm has been destroyed. Solus has escaped. We are on a vengeance mission. We can do better on our own. We don't need an army behind us. We gotta get through this with the power of friendship. Screw all y'all.
You all know what this is? A writ from Divine Justinia authorizing the formation of the Inquisition. We pledge to close the breach, find those responsible, and restore order, with or without anyone's approval. It wasn't a formally authorized treaty that saved Ferelden's people. It wasn't careful diplomacy that ended your inane civil war. It was never about the organization. It was about people doing what was necessary. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a world to save. Again. Effective immediately, the Inquisition is disbanded.
We did it. We finished it. I think there's supposed to be dialogue here. Others prefer to remember the Inquisition's good works and the many lives it had saved. It's been disbanded. Those who had served returned to their former lives, knowing they had stopped the great evil from destroying the world. And hoping that the peace for which they had fought remained once the Inquisition was gone. With the dragon's breath disrupted and any hope of a swift victory dashed, the Qunari retreated back to the north. Few knew what debates were waged in Parvalan, but not long after the Exalted Council, the Qunari launched new attacks against Tevinter. Their aggression caught the already unstable Imperium off guard. Tevinter was soon mired in a war many feared could spread across Thedas. Across all Thedas. The Exalted Council remained intact, advising Divine Victoria on important matters Cassandra served for several years. However, she eventually became disgusted by Vivienne, who she felt was perverting the Chant of Light's intent, and left the council. Cassandra also spent time in the Hunterhorn Mountains north of Orlais, where she worked to rebuild the Seekers. For a time, the new Seekers remained reclusive, showing no interest in worldly affairs and working to a purpose few outside their order could guess. As the Inquisition forces returned to civilian life, its mages pushed for independence from the Circle. Divine Victoria, secure on her sunburst throne and with a rebuilt Chantry Circle at her disposal, chose to be magnanimous. She grudgingly allowed them to remain as a college of enchanters as a mark of her regard for the Inquisition. For the next few years, the college and the Circle coexisted peacefully, if barely. Liliana continued to act as the Inquisition spy master in its final months as an independent organization. During this time, she shared many of her responsibilities with her most trusted agents, including Charter, Rector, and Harding. Many believed Liliana feared what lay on the horizon and was grooming successors in anticipation of the challenges ahead. Sarah left the Inquisition with scarcely more ties than when she began, disappearing back into her confusing weave of favors and friends. After seeing the world brought to the brink by arrogance and pride, it was a blessing to return to normal, however strange and normal it might be. With frequent visits to her Whittle, of course. Adorable. Barrett took up the role of Viscount and, with the help of his friend Hawke, rebuilt Kirkwall's damaged infrastructure. Under his rule, the city-state finally resumed its place as the major trade hub of the Free Marches. He continued to ignore all mail from both the Merchants Guild and the Prince of Starkhaven. With the Inquisition disbanded, the Bull's charges returned to taking jobs throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Fighting demons and clearing out the remains of Venatori forces, the Iron Bull did his part to restore order to Thedas. After the Inquisition disbanded, Cullen and the Inquisitor retired to private life together. With a dog. The dog looks massive. Unburdened by the restrictions of their offices, they continue doing good works on their own terms. That is, after a long overdue visit to Cullen's siblings, who were overjoyed to meet their new sister-in-law. Dorian returned to Winter to take his father's place in the Magisterium. As rumors flew about the Imperium's infighting, Dorian was spoken of often as a voice of resistance against corruption. Along with Magister Maevaris Telani, he formed a group called the Lucerni to restore and redeem Tevinter, a fight many thought hopeless. Those fighting by Magister Pavis' side noted that he kept in constant communication with the Inquisitor via message crystal, the Skype crystal or the Discord crystal. Whether for vital information or for moral support, these talks seemed to give Dorian the strength to continue his fight. After the Exalted Council, Tom Rainier bid farewell to his friends and went to Weissop Fortress to pledge himself to the Grey Wardens for good. While he was rarely seen in the years that followed, some said they encountered Rainier in far-flung lands, their accounts always similar. Rainier carried out the duty of the Wardens, but always found time to help others along the way. Sometimes he served as a shield for the defenseless, other times he spread simple cheer among children with gifts of small carved toys. With the Inquisition disbanded, Josephine made her farewells and returned to Antiva and her family. Thanks to the Inquisitor's help, the Monteliers were once again permitted to trade in Orlais. The next few years were a busy time as many ships with the Montelier crest were built and set sail again from Antiva's harbors. Soon, Ravani pirate captains with an ancient feud against Josephine's ancestors took to the seas, determined to rekindle the rivalry. Apart from Josephine's sister Yvette nearly eloping with a dashing pirate prince on one occasion, Lady Montelier took the development in stride. Cole took to the road with Meriden to find a new life and a new way to be human. Aww. Wherever Meriden went to sing, people found old pains ease and hearts made happier, even if they didn't understand why. After the events of the Winter Palace, elves left the Inquisition under mysterious circumstances, as did elven servants across Thedas. None could say where they went, but those who believed the Inquisitor's story about Fen'Haral wondered just how large the Dreadwolf's forces were. And what the ancient elven rebel had planned.
My agents have found nothing. With the Illuvians, he could be anywhere.
With the Inquisition officially disbanded, we have no army, no formal alliances.
We have what we truly need.
We will need to be careful.
Solus knows everything about us. Who we are, how we work, our strengths and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will stop Solus, by any means necessary.
Complete! We are stopping Solus by any means necessary. He finna be taken out. We gonna crack that egg. It's so weird. This is like the official ending to the game. And it's in DLC. I can't even imagine just not playing this. And just going through the main storyline. That just feels weird. But hey, it was a good job. That was a good conclusion. And unfortunately, was not able to max out Sarah's approval in this because I didn't do all the tiny baby quests. So I didn't get the crossbow arm. But that's fine. It's probably not gonna make a difference in Veilguard anyway. Everyone is good. Everyone did fine. Everyone's still mostly alive at the end. If not a little worse for wear. Also, Rip there got roped back into this. But I forgot that they mentioned a line where they said they were gonna find people that they don't know. So that is a good setup for Veilguard. Of like, we gotta recruit a new crew. They have no ties with Solus, because they won't know, because then Solus won't know their weaknesses. Or how to deal with them. So it makes like perfect sense to how the setup for the beginning of the next game will be. Like, I still feel like Dragon Age 2 is my favorite of the series, though, even after finishing all of this.
What is this? A new book? All this shit is weird. Oh, Varric, that is a terrible title. What are you even thinking?
Amazing. Yeah, just let the
sky churned like a rolling sea on a dark and stormy night, centered on a gaping hole that led to the arse end of nowhere. A hole that spit up many things that day, comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble. It's about the Inquisition.
Just let this play out.
din of the tavern cut the silence like it owed the carter money. In the middle, in her element, Red Jenny. She looked me up and down, mostly down. "Not playing, weirdy," she said, gesturing with and dismissively eating a sandwich. "Don't write that. Seriously, piss up a rope." Sarah made the subtext text, which suited me fine. The court enchanter swirled into the room like a drop of beautiful poison spreading in a wineglass. She sized me up with a glance.
I'm so glad you made it, my dear, she said. I am Madame de Fair, the most terrifying person you shall ever meet.
Liliane enfolded Alphonse in an embrace as warm as a serpent's kiss.
I always knew I could count on your support.
The Count did not feel the bite of her poisoned dart until it was too late.
Even if it requires your death.
Drops of rain glistened on the griffin medallion grasped tightly in Blackwall's hand.
The silverite wings of valor. They mean nothing.
He flung the medal to the cold and uncaring ground.
You don't know what I've done. You don't know me.
So romantic. Cole moved like a shadow that also moved like a knife. A shadow wearing a hat where dreams came to die. "It's a riddle," he whispered. "A cold riddle that gnaws at your mind, but you'll feel better when it's gone." That makes as much sense as anything Cole says. "Do you place your herald above the law, Ambassador?"
Whose law, my lady?
Josephine's eyes glittered like angry opals.
The law destroyed by rebellion, by civil war, by poor fiscal management.
We are the law. We left our mark on adamant, but the dust hadn't settled, and neither had Harding.
"I can offer you a drink, if I catch your meaning."
If you'd caught my meaning, you'd have offered a double.
What is even happening here? The Iron Bull was a great slab of muscle with horns that could hang a tapestry. One eye scanned for threats, while the other hid behind an eye patch like a chantry sister's old sins.
"Come on,"
he barked, not looking back as he entered.
"The dancer with the great rack comes on in 5.
That is spot on, actually. The commander had the look of a Templar who had seen the worst of humanity, yet still had the time to style his hair. "This isn't just a war," he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. "It's the only war."
Cullen! That's Cullen!
The The mage wore a class of handsome sneer cultivated by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism. The name's Dorian, he glared. D-O-R-I-A-N. Spell it right, you marble-headed lump, or it's toad time. A toad? That's hardly credible. The bold elf spun, mage staff crackling like the city after a good man's murder. You're crazy, the Red Templar cried in terror. Moonlight glinted off ears like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away. Ugh, Varric. Wait, where am I? I don't... Oh, here it is. The Seeker clutched at my vest, her tears as desperate as they were pitiful. Varric, I was wrong about everything, she sobbed. Could you find it in your noble heart to forgive me? That dwarf, he put me in the book! I'm in the book! I am reading the shit out of this!
I love it. To all of you who played Dragon Age Inquisition, who laughed, cried, and reached out on social media, who made fan art and comics and cosplay and jokes, thank you. Dragon Age Inquisition was a labor of love. Without you, it would never have been possible. Your support and your passion touched us deeply. We hope that, in some small way, this game touched you as well. Bear your blade and raise it high. The Dragon Age team. Aw, ain't that cute. And we're done. 100% officially done with Dragon Age Inquisition. And now we wait. We wait until Veilguard comes out in 10 days' time. Soon. So, I guess I'm going to take a break from streaming until the game comes out. I'm not gonna stream it immediately, like instantly upon download. I'm going to play through like the first hour or two on my own, and then I will be streaming the rest of it, because I just want to get acquainted with the game a bit first before turning on the stream, to make things a bit easier for everyone involved. Yes, thank everyone for coming out and visiting and chilling while I go through the Trespasser DLC and we remind ourselves why we must crack the egg. I'll see you on the 31st for Dragon Age the Veilguard. Have a beautiful day.